In every esport, there's a moment you know you've arrived. Whether it's making top 8 at EVO, showing up on the main stage of the International, or getting swept by a Chinese team at Worlds, every accomplished professional can think back to that one moment where they were able to look around, smile, and say with absolute certainty, "I've made it." Now, for the vast majority of players, these moments are sacred, true milestones in their journey towards becoming the best. And in CSGO, one of those moments arrives when you punch your first ticket to a major, earning you the right to design your own in-game sticker, weaving your name into the fabric of Valve's busted-ass code forever. But for one of Counter-Strike's brightest up-and-coming Australian talents, it wasn't an opportunity to be solemn and ceremonial. It was a chance to be cocky.
So the team's expectations going in this tournament, we're pretty thick and pumped right now.
To make a bangin' first impression.
I like meeting Dick. I don't know about you guys on the desk.
Meeting. Yeah, okay, meeting, okay.
Like nearly all of Ollie, Dick Stacey, Tierney's moments in the limelight, it was an opportunity to, well, dick around.
Like, to be honest, I feel like everyone just loves a good dick joke, and I feel like people that say, like, it's immature or anything like that are just taking themselves too seriously and they take life too seriously. Like, everyone should love a good dick, and that's about it. That's the end of the story.
So what is it about Big Dick Stacey that drove him to try to slap a schlong on his major sticker? How did he kind of get away with it, and how has it forever changed the memeing culture of Counter-Strike?
And
Oh, here we go! Here we go!
he's gonna do it to him. He's gonna take it off. Who is this?
Oh! It's Dick Stacey!
Stacey in the house.
Alright, so if you have never heard of the esteemed Mr. Richard Stacey, well, actually that's pretty understandable. See, he isn't particularly famous for his play. He's famous for his personality.
I want to keep it clean. I want to keep... The people have applied a lot of pressure on me this year. Everyone said we got to win, so we're going to give it the best crack.
If you wanted to keep it clean, you wouldn't have brought Dick Stacey on this stage.
That's not to say that Dick isn't a great player. He's just, you know, a bit of a prick.
And you won't get anything.
Oh, he might go for the knife!
Here we go.
Get up, Dollar! Get up off your seats!
You see, true to his name, the only thing that tickled Mr. Stacey's fancy more than CSGO was, well, dicks.
Dicks? Like a man dick?
Well, I mean, dick jokes. You see, like a lot of those criminals from Down Under, Dick Stacey is rowdy, rambunctious, and really into his own perverse sense of humor.
It's just Australian humour. Some people might not understand it. Can be a bit blunt, can be a bit dry sometimes, but we're just like laughing at ourselves and sometimes making jokes of whatever we can. We don't take life too seriously down under.
Dick stood out as one of his region's most personable and promising prospects. And only a year after emerging in the amateur scene, he joined his first real roster, Greyhound Gaming.
So stay tuned for that, guys, and for now, get the fuck out. No, don't even look at me. Get out.
By the end of 2018, Dick and the boys had poked their way into a respectable number of international events, and despite almost always finishing dead last, were working desperately alongside Renegades to put Australian CSGO on the map.
Of course, I'm standing here with Big Dick Stacey. Talk to me about the team's expectations as we go into this tournament.
So the team's expectations going in this tournament, we're pretty thick and pumped right now. We're going in, just heads up, going straight in there, nice and hard, and see what we got and deliver.
I don't know if I could have said it any better myself, but of course we heard what the Greyhound said. Let's go ahead and check out what the other team said as well.
On a competitive sense, I think Counter-Strike we're a bit too late to the show with that one. The European scene, the American scene had more money pumped into it at an earlier stage, and we get outclassed by them just due to the development their scenes had and the support they have, and we're just slacking behind, and we will always kind of be behind unless we move over there.
Big Dick Stacey had begun to blossom into a sort of celebrity, a walking, talking meme that everyone wanted a piece of.
So close, Matt. Somebody get this man a Viagra because Dick Stacey's going to have to go hard. He leads the charge to the site. Hobbit's already got him down.
Even if they didn't know it.
They're coming up short, they're hitting the B bomb site, but Dick can drop the bomb and just put a big hole in this round.
But by the beginning of 2019, all of Dick's efforts had started to pay off. And it came to a head when he qualified for his first ever major.
And now the only man left. He walks into the crosshair of Malta and Greyhound. They've done it. Look how happy they are. 16-13. They take this series 2-1. They're going to break the set as they become the second Aussie team joining Renegades at that new Challengers stage.
Man, I don't know what to say, the juice is just fucking flowing through me right now. I'm just too happy. I'm over the moon.
Now, this was big news for both Dick and the Counter-Strike community at large. Not only was Mr. Stacey's appearance on CSGO's biggest stage guaranteed to be a spectacle, but this member-obsessed memer had just been given license to design his very own sticker.
It's kind of like any Counter-Strike player's dream, to be honest. You play this game for hours on end, and getting a sticker is kind of like immortalizing yourself in a game. And I don't think there's any better feeling than winning that final round in that qualifying spot in the Asian minor. The feeling was just fucking euphoric, man. It was great.
I don't know, man. I'm just too hard right now.
To now have a sticker with my name on it, made by me with my handwriting, it's pretty damn amazing.
Now, whether it's through a major qualification or a community capsule, getting your own sticker means something. Revenue aside, whether you're an organization, a competitor, or a content creator, earning the right to craft your own in-game cosmetic carries a lot of cachet. What's more, it's usually something that CS players take pretty seriously. Given that some players spend their entire careers trying to make it to a major, it means something to put your stamp on the game you've dedicated your life to. Needless to say, Dick Stacey wasn't as dorky and straight-laced as his peers, and he wanted his sticker to be a reflection of that. Because at the end of the day, who wouldn't want to slap a big, beautiful salami stick on an AK and go clap some silvers with it?
I think that's kind of just who I am. I don't really take things too seriously. I think the serious aspect was me actually achieving that. It's up to me, whatever I want to put in there. I don't think it has to be serious. I think at the end of the day, the gaming industry is just, I don't know, I'm all for fun. And that's why I wanted to put in there something that the community could respond with in a fun way.
So after thinking long and hard about his very own major memorabilia, he hit Valve with this rather daring dong-themed decal. Naturally, Gaben didn't bite, and Dick Stacey became quite possibly the only player in the history of CSGO to have his sticker design straight up rejected because it was too inappropriate.
I sent the worst one in first and got no emails back, so we should be good, boys. We should be good.
Now, a sane man, one who wasn't in the habit of self-identifying with a phallus, would have called it quits. But Dick Stacey was neither of those things. Thus, in an effort to deceive the most mythical and mysterious developer in esports, he came up with a second draft of his shaft. The best part is that this time, he enlisted the help of his mother.
Well, to be honest, my mum's always been very supportive. So I went to Twitter to ask for suggestions and inspiration for my artistic piece of Dick sticker. And my mum saw that tweet and she was just like, hey, let me get involved. And I was like, yeah, sure, mum, give it a crack. And then she's always had good handwriting and came back and absolutely nailed it with what she posted on Twitter.
So while the community gushed with envy over what an absolute baller Dick Stacey's mom was, Dick anxiously awaited Valve's next attempt at cock-blocking him. And sure enough, they did. Dick began to despair, speculating that his signature might soon be spelled out in the hellish, unthinkable nightmare that is Comic Sans. Fortunately, it didn't come to that, and the so-called Dick sticker finally came to fruition.
My sticker, the original one, the beautiful artistic cartoon piece in cursive writing, got rejected 24 hours before the deadline. They sent me an email, and I was like, fuck, what do I do? So I just wrote in big bulk letters, just the word Dick, because I was just like, it's what I am, it's who I am, and yeah, I just chucked it in there. I thought it was simple and quite nice. Although it came out quite skinny though, in my opinion. The handwriting wasn't that skinny when I sent in the paper, but maybe they'd fiddled around with the sizing. I guess you can't pick and choose the Dick sizing, can you?
It's beautiful. Beautiful, isn't it? It's just so amazing. I just want to hug it and kiss it. It's just incredible.
Well, I don't know. It's really messed up.
Anyway, in spite of everyone's immediate disappointment, the sticker did end up becoming exactly what Dick Stacey wanted it to be. A way for everyone in Counter-Strike, from the plebs to the pros, to harness a little bit of that big dick energy. And while Dick and the boys did end up bombing out of both the Katowice major and the subsequent major in Berlin, it wasn't for lack of trying.
Oh, Malta, he did it all. I just want to suck his dick tonight. That's what I want to do.
Because at the end of the day, that's what the Dick sticker was always about. Doing the impossible. Getting thick and pumped and going deep and long, even when no one expects you to. He might be all about the memes, but Dick Stacey worked very hard to get where he is, and actually stands as one of CSGO's most inspirational success stories. What's more, he fought tooth and nail to help put his region on the map, made it to 2 consecutive majors, and contributed to Australian CS's coming out party over the course of 2019. And although Dick has been sidelined this year by health concerns, he took the time to ensure that everyone in the community knew how much he appreciated them, letting everyone know that his so-called persona was actually a core part of who he was.
To all the dribblers out there, though, that think I only spoke in dick jokes and kept up this persona, you can suck my hairy balls, man. It's not a persona, it's just myself.
So while the Dick sticker has definitely shaped Counter-Strike's memes, it isn't just some crass, immature quip. It's a symbol of the unwavering commitment and no fucks given attitude that turned Ollie Tierney into the world-class competitor he always dreamed of being. And even if he never makes his triumphant return to competitive CSGO, he's literally left his mark as one of the biggest, ballsiest, and most beloved personalities in Counter-Strike. And that's a legacy that he can swell with pride over.
I hope I was a role model to a younger audience to enjoy the process a bit more, because I feel like a lot of pro players get caught up in results and performance a lot, and I feel like as someone that's young and getting to travel around the world and to get paid while doing it, good money, literally playing video games for a living and traveling the world, it's the dream. I hope I was an entertaining figure for that and showed that this passion is something that's very rewarding and such a good lifestyle to have, and I hope people can chase after it in a very mature way.
And that is one of the more interesting chants I've heard.
So what is it about Big Dick Stacey that drove him to try and slap a schlong?
Smoking a pancake.
Smoking a pancake, that's exactly where my mind went. Yeah. Smoking a pancake? Got on a waffle?
Down under.
Down under. Slap a big, beautiful cock on an AK before they go to slap some silvers. Big, turgid, veiny, fucking magnificent bastard.